I love to-do lists because they changed my life. When I was 24, I was a loser, fat stoner dude with no ambition or much of anything at all. A beautiful lady, the first love of my life, unsurprisingly decided to choose another man over this guy. Cue the small violins, please.
Ouch.
This was my Tony Robbins massive pain moment to actually change. I started reading books like The Power of Habits, one of my favorites ever, Deep Work, Atomic Habits. I binged those YouTube motivational videos. I totally changed my way of being. One of the biggest factors in that journey was getting very good at the organization side of things. Specifically, I built out this weekly Trello template. This was made up of a template of cards in a to-do list format from top to bottom for each day of the week. This allowed me to map out that perfect week and keep iterating week on week on week to make it better and better.
Yeah, brother.
I've now been honing this template in and using daily to-do lists for over 8 years now. This process has allowed me to not only transform myself, losing weight and achieving my kind of fitness goals, but I even quit my day job and have built up multiple different successful businesses at this point in my life. It's allowed me to basically live the life that I actually aspired for when I was a younger man. So let me give you some of the very biggest takeaways I've found on this journey when it comes to your to-do lists. Plus, at the very end, I'm going to give you the tool that I love so much that helps to make all of this so much simpler. So let's shut up with all the loser to success stories that I hate so much and get into this. Number one, build out your template of a week and set each day as its own to-do list. You can see this already in the example I gave earlier. It allows you each week to duplicate that template and then plan not just your tasks from your backlog of to-dos, but the smaller day-to-day to-do list in far more detail than you'd bother if you didn't have a templating system. I think this is massive. Things like meditation, all these other smaller things, like taking your creatine in the morning, that's my random example that I always forgot. And this kind of smaller actions are also what help us make us into the person that we want to be. Number two, order your lists based on how you plan to execute on them. This is obvious, it seems, but so many people don't do it. And I found it to be vital to help you do those hard tasks. You know, those certain things that are just a lot more mental capacity and effort? Well, if you put them first and you stick to this rule, you can't go and have breakfast until you've got that fucking meditation done. Number three, this is my favorite, I think. Have a system to reflect and judge on your past performance on how you actually did on execution. One way I did this was with a week's achievements column to remind myself each week of all of the great work that I did. This really made me feel a lot better about myself. Plus, in team calls, for example, you can look back on the previous week before you look forward into the future. This really helps everybody hold themselves much more accountable. Number four is have a backlog system in place that allows you to store your to-dos more broadly beyond just the days ahead. No human brain can store all the ideas, issues, and opportunities that we need, so we need a second brain. Whilst there are far more advanced versions of this kind of thing available, I find actually some of the simpler solutions are far more practically useful in day-to-day life. So I've divided my to-do lists into a next up, now, next, and later. So there you go. Those are four of my biggest takeaways from this journey that have helped me to build businesses, lose weight, build the life that I ultimately want. But what is that shortcut I told you about? It is the tool that I love so much. I personally decided that Trello was just not up for purpose. It was not good enough for the thing that I was aspiring for to be as efficient and as effective as I could. So I've built my own, and I call that Foresight. So let me give you a quick walk around of the tool. This is Foresight that I built for both business and personal time management. So this could be you and your partner as well as your business colleagues. As soon as you come into the app, you've got the clouds where you organize your goals, weeks, quarters, years goals, your mission for life, all of the good stuff. You click down into your daily dashboard where it organizes you and focuses you on just the one task ahead. So that principle that I've talked about, starting from the top and working your way down, well, this system forces you to do that, and it also collects feedback on how you actually did on your various tasks. You then have an entire weekly view, so Monday to Sunday, as you can see here. This is a sample kind of template that I've built from. Then you have the ability to build templates, and as many as you like, and iterate on that perfect week for you. So how do you approach your mornings? How do you approach your deep work, etc.? And then coming back up, one of my favorite niche features is clicking on the emojis. So you can look at just the deep work you're going to do, just the calls you have for the week. I like to use the dancing man for the good stuff. And then into the to-do lists, which is a list of your next up, now, next and later. So this is the system I've seen to work best personally for organizing my backlog of tasks, and some simple extra columns to kind of keep notes and other things like that in. And then you hit next week to go into each week ahead and into the past as well. And then each week, all you have to do is hit build your week, click on the template, and then that pulls in that template for you. And as you're going, you'll iterate and go through these tasks. And as you do it, you'll be able to see your execution rate improve. So this ticks all those boxes that I talk about endlessly after 8 years of working with to-do lists, to make them to-do lists that you really do and execute on, and to be able to do all those things that you want to do in your life, both with personal and business goals. If you are interested in trying out Foresight for yourself, I'll put a link in the description. It's not even launched at time of me filming this video, but you can be added to the list to be one of the first alpha testers. And I'll add that the first people that are going to be using this app, I'm going to personally be giving them one-to-one consultation coaching on how to master your time management, like I have done within the Foresight software. Otherwise, I really do hope this was of use. And if it was, please do subscribe so that I get to see you in the next one.
Yeah, brother.